What is good, guys? As always, man, welcome back to Sheer Thoughts. How y'all doing? You already know it's your boy Chuckzz here. How's everyone doing? I hope y'all doing amazing. And as always, man, you already know who I'm here with. We're here with the lovely, the fashionable, the stunning, the radiant, the feeling pretty chilly today, Miss Soni Panda.
Hello. Yeah. Chili is about right today.
I was gonna say, girl, you look like you ready to, like, you're just warm. Like you just look
yeah.
warm.
Oh my god, yeah. Because to be fair, the temperature's supposed to be dropping this week, and
Oh, really?
a couple of places already in the UK have had snow, so we're kind of expecting snow at some point. So you best believe it's
Yeah, man. But the thing is too, though, is that I always find it so crazy that it's cold in the UK, but it's not. It doesn't get as cold as America in certain places.
yeah,
Which is wild to me because when I went out there, I realized I went out there every time I went out there was during the cold. I never went out there when it was like the summer or when it was nicer. But I went out there during the cold.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, it's cold out here, but it's not that
Yeah.
cold. Like compared to winters that I've had here, I was like, I want to crawl inside myself. Like it's ridiculous.
We can't. The UK, if I'm honest, we can't deal with anything. Like I compare it to Scotland, because Scotland is their summers are like 14, 15 degrees, and they're out in shorts, t-shirts, vests, and I'm like, it's 14, 15. That's cold. Whereas like I can imagine winters up there be stupid, like stupidly cold, but they're okay. They're equipped. They don't really moan about it. That's their life.
Yeah.
Us UK people, no. If it's too hot, oh, it's too hot. I can't cope. Too cold, no, can't do anything. It's way too cold. Honestly, we're not equipped for weather like that. So that's what I mean. Is I do think about that, thinking, oh my god, when you see like America have really bad snow and minus sub-zero temperatures, I'm like, one, at least we don't get that. But two, it's like, yeah, but look, like they don't really moan. They're used to that. We should be used to cold weather. But yeah, so yeah, it's I think it's just a UK thing. We just complain at extreme weather. That's what we do.
So like what? So like obviously because you guys use Celsius, America is weird. We use
Mm.
Fahrenheit. We know the whole thing already. But like, what was your temperature this morning?
I'll probably say 2 degrees Celsius.
Oh my god, bro! The other day when I woke up for work in Celsius, it was
Yeah.
-4.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You're so much more worse off than I am. Yeah, I'm still gonna be bitching about it, Chubbs. I'm still gonna be like, it was cold.
And there was and here we go. There was one time where I literally remember this day because I was like, I cannot believe my fucking thermometer said this to me. It said, so for you guys, no, sorry, what the hell? Hold on, I messed up. I'll never forget it because I remember one day I looked at the thermometer in my car and I'm like, there's no way it is this cold outside. Like this is what my thermometer said. For you guys, it would have been -12.
Stop. You're making me feel cold.
Stop.
Don't. I have a hot cup of tea in my hand as well. I feel that's getting icy talking about this joke.
Nah, bro, but that
Don't go
cold
there.
but and see, this is the scary part is that like it can get cold like that here in Jersey, bro. It's worse further up north. Like I remember Chicago's called the Windy City because it's like it can have some terrible winds. But that wind obviously gives a wind chill. Bro, there was literally, I forgot when it was. I can't remember if it was like 2 to 3 years ago, maybe a little bit before that. Chicago, the entire city of Chicago was on the news for literally being considered frozen. The entire city looked like the Ice Age. That's how fucking bad it was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. It's so insane. And lately...
Is that when you see... Oh, go on.
No, what were you going to ask?
No, I was going to say, is that when you see videos where cars are completely... They've got like a shield of ice and like the trees are completely frozen and they're like... Wow, oh my... Yeah, I see those and I'm like, damn.
Oh man, this must have been 3 years ago? I think this was 3 years ago now. That winter... we woke up one morning in Jersey and literally it was like it had rained or it was ice rain the night before So the very
Yeah.
next day, literally, trees, houses, cars, buildings, like had a thin sheet of ice. Like it literally looked like a winter ice wonderland. Like throughout all
Oh
of
my God.
like my area. Like it was like the sun came out the next day, but it was still so cold that the sun wasn't melting the
Yeah.
ice, but
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
looked
yeah.
shiny because of that's how much ice there was. Like, bro, it was crazy. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's wild how it
That's
can
one
get
of
here.
those. You don't know whether you're gonna love it. You love looking at it if you're inside and not
Yeah,
going out.
exactly.
You're gonna
Yeah.
hate it if you need to go into your car and go places. So, wow.
It gets so wild. It gets so wild, bro. And mind you, that's over here. There are still obviously other places that get colder. That's why I'm like, yo, bro, there's no way. I don't know how these people do this. Like, I already
Yeah.
hate it how it can get here in Jersey. You think I'm gonna go to someplace colder?
Yep.
Why?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? I'm not doing that.
Mhm.
Like, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. There's no way. You ain't gonna pay me enough money. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. I hear that. I hear that. I did that one time. I went to Berlin with my friend years ago, and we'll go for Christmas market. So it's like beginning of December.
Mm.
Worst move.
Yeah.
I've never layered so hard. I even bought thermals, right, when I was out there. I've never bought thermals
What?
in my life. And even thermals didn't do anything.
Oh my god.
Nothing did. I even wore two hats, two lots of gloves. I think I wore 4 or 5 pair of like thick denier tights underneath jeans. It was like nothing could shake it. Don't get me wrong, we were in like minuses, but even like I would go into a cafe to go have a hot drink. It would just about warm me up where you can actually feel the warmth
Yeah.
inside,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, I'm back to go like cold. It's like you have to keep having hot drinks to try and keep yourself
Yeah.
warm, and try being the key word. It was like it was an experience. It was just an experience. I don't think I could ever do that again. It was just,
A girl,
oh my god.
I hear, I hear what you mean because genuinely the worst cold experience I ever had in my life was when I was in the Boy Scouts. And I was in the Boy Scouts when I
Mm,
was younger. And we would do like a lot of dope trips. Like it was really fun. But we had this one trip because we're Boy Scouts where we had to so it was in the winter. No, it was like October, November, but we had driven like 2 hours north of here, so
yeah.
automatically already way colder. We had no
Okay. Yeah.
snow in our area; it was snowing up there, so it was like, oh nah, yeah, like it's significantly colder. So we get to this mountain, right? We go on top of this mountain. We then get there, we set up camp, whatever. We go out, we do things during the day, blah blah blah. But because now it's like the winter, obviously it gets dark by 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So obviously, once it's dark, it is way freaking colder outside. Obviously, bro.
Mhm.
I remember sitting by the campfire, and like I think we got there by like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. or whatever, because we would usually leave early. We set up camp. We did all this. We went around for hikes. We were doing all these things. It was cool. So obviously, at the end of the day, we're sitting around the campfire, cooking, enjoying ourselves, talking, bullshitting, and I remember like people started to be like, so I'm gonna go to bed because I'm just cold and I just want to feel warm in my sleeping bag. Bro,
Yeah.
it was 6:30. We all went into our
I
tents
don't
at
blame you.
6:30 because we were like, we don't want to fucking sit out here, bro. It
Yeah.
was so terrible. So that then started the longest night of my life, bro. I remember thinking
Oh
I
yeah.
so I was in my sleeping bag. So I will be honest, when I sleep in bed, like I wear little to nothing at all when I go to sleep. I'm a hot
Mm.
sleeper. I get too uncomfortable. I don't like feeling restricted, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
prefer to sleep with like only underwear or naked. That's just how I am. I just feel comfortable like that.
Mm.
So like I already get hot as it is when I sleep. Bro, I'm legitimately in a sleeping bag in a thermal, a long sleeve, a hoodie, a jacket, thermal pants, two pairs of sweatpants. Oh, sorry, one pair of jeans, two pairs of sweatpants, four pairs of socks, and then my gloves on. And I was still in my sleeping bag, like freezing, bro.
Yeah.
I could not get
Mm.
fucking warm. So I finally was able to like get warm. And the worst, I hated this shit. Cause
No.
bro, I fucking finally got warm and I was like, oh god, yes, I'm starting to feel better. And I went, I have to fucking pee. I was like, no. And of course, like, bro, genuinely, Sony, when I tell you that night felt like I was going through levels of a fucking video game. Because I got into bed, finally fell asleep, and I was like, okay, I'm finally feeling warm. I finally fell asleep. Bro, I woke up. Like, I probably fell asleep by like 7:30, let's just say. It took me like an hour to go to sleep, right? And I'm thinking, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to be warm because I'm like hibernating. I'm good. So I woke up from my nice warm sleep to needing to pee, right? And I'm like, oh, must be like 2 a.m., blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I fell asleep at 7:30. I was like, oh, it must be like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., just a few more hours. It was 9 o'clock. I had slept for a whole hour and a half before waking up being like, I need to pee really bad, and I'm fucking freezing. I literally remember waking up at 9, 12, 3, and then finally 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Bro, it was terrible. And I'm literally, bro, obviously I now have to get out of the sleeping bag to go outside in the fuck. And of course, it was like 9 o'clock hit. The reason why I woke up because there was a stupid like windstorm hitting our tent. So our tent is just shaking while violently getting hit from wind, which is obviously freezing wind. So that doesn't fucking help. And then I went outside to go pee, and I'm like, bro, I can barely freaking pee. I then woke up when I woke up again at 12 or whatever. I remember waking up and I was like, oh my god, it's still windy. I said, okay, you know what? If I'm up, let me just go pee, so then maybe I don't have to like be bothered again. So I went to go pee again. It's fucking snowing. So I'm like, you've got to be fucking joking me, bro. Like, it was ridiculous, dude. I literally remember telling myself after I got out of tent, I was like, I'm never going camping in the fucking winter again. Fuck this, because hell no. This shit sucked, bro. Oh, it was terrible.
And it's a type of, the worst thing is, especially in winter, it's a type of cold that gets to your bones.
Oh my god, I say this
And when
all
it gets
the
to
time.
your bones,
bro,
honestly, it's like, doesn't matter how many hot showers, doesn't matter how much you layer, how much hot drinks you drink. Once it's in, it's like, it's like you have to somehow warm up from the inside and ooze it out to actually help. Oh, it's horrible.
It's because
It's horrible.
like I always say that all the time. When it's the cold that hits your bones like that, it
Yeah.
sucks because it's one of those where you're standing outside, you're obviously cold, you're freezing cold. You'll go into a warm area finally, and yes, you'll notice that warm feeling, but you're still internally like, this fucking sucks, bro. Like, the amount of times that I have walked inside from an outside area and been like, oh, I can finally warm up, but I'm still standing there legitimately shaking uncontrollably.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude. That sucks a lot.
Yeah.
Dude. And it's such a shitty feeling because it's like it drains you in a weird way. Cause you're like, bro, like, I want to put my energy towards something right now, but the only thing my body can muster is just energy to just warm myself up. Like, that's it. Like, it's such a shitty feeling, bro.
Yeah. I hear that. I totally hear that. And once you're warm, you're like, I'm just so done. I can't even do anything anymore.
The only thing I will admit is that I hate shoveling snow in the winter, but if I have to do something in the snow, I'd rather shovel because then I know at least I'm going to stay warm because I'm constantly moving.
Yeah, because you're moving.
But it's such a shitty feeling too because like you'll be shoveling, which then you kind of sweat because you're getting hot underneath all your clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like you stop for that brief 5 minutes or whatever, and then like that cold starts to interact with the sweat, and then you start feeling cold again, and you're like, fuck, now it's going to take me time to warm up again. Bro, it's too much.
It's a vicious cycle.
Bro, it's terrible.
It's
so fucking terrible.
Winter is not cool. Winter is not cool, full stop. Everything we're saying, it's just cons against winter. No.
The only
Dear Lord,
thing,
no.
Realistically, the only positive thing about winter is when it snows, and if it snows really, really nice and everything gets blanketed, it looks like winter wonderland. But even when it snows, it's not as cold out. Because, like, that's a thing out here.
Yeah.
Like, it can we can hit fucking 10, 15 degrees of cold, which is fucking freezing. But once it's 32, 35 degrees and you know that's going to snow, 32 degrees, 33 degrees is way better than fucking 10, 15 degrees. So naturally, it's going to feel a little bit warmer. So it's like this, when it snows, it's not even that bad. It's fucking when it's below that, where it's just a freezing, icy day. Like, it's just, no.
I hear that.
Like, why?
I hear that.
Why? There's no need for all this.
What's your purpose? What's your purpose?
It's just crazy. It's just wild.
But
let's use our cold rant, guys. We had to get that out of our system.
Yeah, God,
that was bad. Before we continue, Miss Soni, what you rocking today? Because the tights you rocking look like they're keeping you warm or trying to. So
they are. They are. So these are the cuddler tights.
Nice.
They're the cuddlers from my brand, which are just it was very fitting for today, to be honest.
Fair enough.
And probably for the rest of the week, if we're going to be expecting snow, it'll be this as well as the Snuggle Me probably underneath.
Fair enough.
Maybe with a Starry Night pair on top just to make it look a bit nicer. Who knows?
Sony about to hit the triple layers just because she's over
Trust
it.
me.
She's over it.
I just want to keep warm. That's all I want to do is just I want to be warm.
I hear you.
It's not like I'm asking for the world and world peace and hunger to stop. It's just I just want to keep warm.
Fair enough. I mean, those other things would be lovely, but on a personal level, if we're talking, I just want to be hot. Let me just be warm.
Exactly. But anyway, what are you wearing? Because whatever you are wearing looks nice. They look like a bit like a matte finish. Actually, but the one thing I love about a matte finish, it enhances your legs. Like, that's one thing I love about wearing matte more than shiny is, for me, it enhances and tones the legs so much more.
No, yeah,
and I feel like that's what it's doing for you right now.
Like shiny, I always love shiny, but because that shine line gives the pop. But for matte finishes, I definitely agree that I think matte makes a leg look toner because it's like you're not focusing on the shine, you're not focusing on the shape. So it's like that's very understandable. No, I'm rocking the legs sheer energy suntan color, so it's probably why I look a little darker, which is nice. But yeah, I was like, I literally just shaved yesterday, and I was like, you know what, bro? I was like, we feeling better.
Nice.
So I was like, it was good. Nice. The only problem is that I have very sensitive skin, so like when I shave, I get really bad razor burn. I get a lot of bad ingrowns.
Oh, okay.
That I really need to figure out. Whatever, and then it's really bad because then when I do shave, for whatever reason, my skin is so sensitive with like my hair that like it looks like a fucking murder scene on my legs. Like it's bad. Like I get like the little cuts, but like it just looks terrible. So I have to like see what I can do because my skin is just so sensitive, bro. I hate it. It's so terrible. That's why this winter it sucks because the winter with skin problems. Oh my god, no, bro. It's too much. I can't.
No, I hear that. Bro. I mean, have you thought about doing like a little pre-shave routine before
I mean, the most pre-shave routine that I do is that like I'll exfoliate my legs because obviously you're supposed to or whatever, which is obviously great. But like I don't know, I need to figure something else out just because like I said, my skin is just so sensitive. My leg hair is so sensitive. I don't know, bro. It's something. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But I probably really should do like a whole like routine that's gonna help. Like I probably should, bro.
Yeah, no, I only sort of asked that because obviously I normally get lasered now, but when I used to shave back in the day, it was just I can't say like my skin was as sensitive as what yours sounds like, but it was I started incorporating like a pre-shave routine. So obviously it includes exfoliation. It's certain like there's one thing that that we came across in Lush, and it's called no, it's not called. I can't remember what it's called. It smells really nice. But you use that, it's kind of like a shaving base. It's not like a foam or anything, but it really helps soothe your skin and it kind of gets your skin ready for your shave and whatnot. And then I think there's, oh God, what did I used to use after? There was a whole thing I used to do after. So I think I would oil my skin after with like a really nice, or like either aloe vera lotion, or was it shea oil I used to use, or vitamin E oil. Then once that's done, then I would cream, but I wouldn't use any cream. It would be like what's the word? Like a not emollient. Oh my god, what is that? It's basically no, it's like so for instance, you know, with people who have like psoriasis or eczema, they've
Oh
got to
yeah.
use a certain type
Oh
of
yeah, yeah,
cream.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not like a steroid, like not a steroid
No,
cream,
yeah. I
but
know
it's
what
like
you
a
mean. Yeah.
heavy, denser cream. I used to use that, and honest to God, my shaves were so great. Even like when
Interesting.
because my whole thing was, once my hairs used to grow back, they didn't feel as like sharp and prickly growing back. You know when you can get that really itchy sensation
Yeah.
to
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh, it's
yeah.
growing back, it's really annoying me now. That used to calm down a lot. So, but then at the same time, I understand like it's a lot of work to
Yeah.
do before shaving and after and stuff. That's why I opted for laser because I was like, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna do waxing anymore. I'm not shaving anymore. But um, but yeah, it might be. But yeah, it might be worth looking into something that would suit your skin and kind of fit in. Where it kind of where you have got a little bit of time. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a lot of time to do the whole shebang, just a little something.
Oh yeah.
And obviously that goes for everybody else who shaves out there as well.
Just yes,
But
bro. And
yeah,
if you guys ever be shaving, whoever's shaving having issues, I mean, try it out. Why not? It's gonna help.
yeah,
The only thing it's gonna do is gonna help. I would hope.
yeah, exactly.
Um, what was I gonna say? So I wanted to talk about this today real quick because obviously this is more from me because I'm a gamer, I'm a streamer, stuff like that. So Sony, I know you're not much of a gamer, but
Mm.
I'm sure you've obviously heard of the game. It's like it was huge, fucking everywhere, like you couldn't miss it. But Fortnite Chapter 5 just
Oh,
released,
yeah.
and bro, it looks fucking dope. Like it looks
Okay.
so sick, and it's crazy because like I have like extensive conversations with my boys about this, where especially like one of my peoples who I always talk to about this stuff. Like it's crazy because as a gamer, as someone who's been gaming since he was a kid, as someone who's been a gamer who's been for his whole life and following how
Mm.
game trends go and how things work and all that, bro, it's crazy to think that Fortnite is still relevant after like, oh my god, it's got to be like
Mm.
6-7 years now. Like that's
Yeah.
huge, and that's so
Yeah.
big because it's like a game will be popular for like a year or two, dead, or depending the type of game, a
Mm.
game will be popular for like 6 months, dead. Like that's how it is. Like there's always trying to be the new
Mm.
thing and what's going on and blah blah blah, and it's so crazy to think that Fortnite has genuinely stayed relevant for the past like 6-7 years, which is so rare to see. But it's like this new chapter that they just launched, and apparently things that are gonna come, bro. They are such a
Okay.
genius. They are such a genius fucking team. Like they're such a genius brand. Like it's unbelievable, man. They're so smart in what they do because the whole thing is the game is free. You can literally just play the game to
Mm.
play the game if you want. If you want to spend the extra money to buy things, that's on
Get
you. You
you.
don't have to. But of course, if you want to make it more personal, if you want to make it like, oh, this is really for me, you have the option
Mm.
to buy items and stuff like that. But it's so crazy because let alone just from the buying items, from the skins, like we say, from what they do and everything, it's also the updates and the internal things in the game that they do that
Yeah.
you're like, this shit is amazing, bro. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god. Like and it's unbelievable because their collaboration with so many other things, like no other video game I think has ever had as many collaborations as Fortnite. Like they have their
Wow.
toe dipped in like anything you could think of, like any pop culture thing. Like they've had Dragon Ball Z themes. They finally had the Invincible
No
theme, which is
way.
like this show on Amazon that's going really really well. Um, they've had like who's they've had Assassin's Creed stuff, which is my favorite video game series. Like girl, they have
Wow.
so many fucking connections. Like they even have skins of like famous rappers and reggaeton artists, and like it's like bro, like yo, get
Wow.
everyone involved in this fucking game, and like that is such genius
Yeah.
marketing. Like that's unbelievable because
Yeah.
yes, when you look at it and it's a game, you're like, this is such a kid's game, bro. It's elevated so much to being just a kid's game. Like it's unreal. Like bro, there's no other game out there right now that you can go play a shooting game and be like as a skin the rapper Eminem.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah. I
Eminem
see
is
that. I
so
see
not
that.
kid friendly. And he's in like
Yeah.
a video game for kids. What?
Yeah.
Like that's wild. Like how does no one fathom that? Like that is
Yeah. No, I
insane
see
to
what you
think.
mean.
And then they do like in-game events. Like literally they just had an in-game event the other day, which was unfucking believable because it was like the whole point of the game is you're trying to kill each other, kill teammates, whatever, blah blah blah.
Okay.
But it was like you're in the game, the event's going on, you're literally in the game watching this spectacle happen, and then it pushes you to go through all these different things that's happening, and then to finish it off with an in-game concert. Like, what? There's no way, bro.
What?
So
What?
yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god.
literally,
Okay.
was it? Did he do one? No. Oh yeah, I think he's done it twice. And if I'm not mistaken, he might have been in it too. But he's done it twice. Where, mind you, it's a free freaking game. You could there were these events where you could go into the game, literally go to a certain area and watch a concert by Travis Scott inside the video game. So they like put Travis Scott in the game with his song, performing and shit. So they literally just did that with Eminem. So you literally get like a fucking 2 to 3 minute concert in the game while you're watching it. Bro, it's unreal. Like it's unfucking.
Yeah,
believable.
I've never heard of something like that.
So and
Wow.
it's just unbelievable because it's like you would think because of this day and age, like bro, like you know this game, blah blah blah, it's gonna die out. But bro, they are still relevant and they still keep pushing. And these updates that came out for Chapter 5 look insane. So it's like, holy shit.
Okay.
I think what was it? I think it was like I think on Saturday, because that was the event, there were 10 million concurrent players at once. That's how crazy this shit is. That's how crazy this shit is, bro. Like, it's insane.
Wow.
And then they brought back the old map, which is what very, very first started it all. They had no idea how big of a deal that was going to be, that they already announced, yeah, we're going to bring back the old map in 2024 at some point. Like, bro, y'all are geniuses. Like, you are catering to new, you're catering to old, you're catering to people who just want to play a game. Like, that's unbelievable.
Yep.
It's unreal.
That is crazy.
And it's like the only other game, oh my god, which gets announced tomorrow, I think. Yeah, the only other game that I can think of that was so big like that for so long was Grand Theft Auto 5. And
oh yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah.
That I know of, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the only game to be able to go onto 3 different generations of consoles. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
It came out for the PS3 and Xbox 360. And then it was out for the Xbox One and the PS4. And then you could still play it on the PS5 and the Xbox One Series X.
Wow.
Like the game has been relevant for 10 years. There's no fucking game relevant. There is, but I'm talking about from like a console standpoint from certain aspects, because like League of Legends, Dota, those games will always be big. Those games will always be around just because it's that one basic thing. You're playing it, blah blah blah. It's back and forth. It's a team game. It's an esport. So that's one thing. But as a standalone game, to be able to just play with your friends on a console, on a computer, to just have fun with it, bro, there's like no games really like that. So it's unreal to think that Grand Theft Auto 5 was, and it was insane because there were so many levels to it that was unbelievable, because Grand Theft Auto 5 came out and it was all about doing races. It was all about doing races in the beginning. So these random races, these random playlists, people could create their own races. So that was a huge thing. And then it was like these other little random like fun multiplayer modes you could play in the game. Then all of a sudden it turned into this thing called heists. So it was like, yo, now you took the main storyline of the game, which was actually quite a good storyline. You beat that. You then have the races online to fuck around with your friends, do other modes.
Yeah.
You get bored of that. They then now give you this thing where it's heists, where it's now an online story mode thing, where you can literally hire people to then rob banks, rob these buildings, attack certain people, and they made a whole fucking series of this. And then it went from that to then becoming an essentially a virtual reality world where you could go in and role play as whatever character you want to be.
Wow.
Like, bro, that's fucking crazy. Like
Yeah.
y'all literally released one game across 3 different consoles, 3 different generation of consoles, and we're still able to make these updates all online to still make it relevant. Like that,
Yeah.
and it was, and
Yeah.
it was the GTA. So it was called GTA RP, so GTA role playing. So it was like
Hmm.
someone would literally log in, drive around, be around the world, and you're like a cop. You could be a construction worker. You can be a hitman. You could, bro. It was like you could do so many things, and you would,
Wow.
and it had proximity chat. So the moment you approached another player in the game, your mics would just catch each other. So it's like you're talking to someone without having to be friends with them and just talking to them in the game.
Wow.
And it was so, and it became so big that there were people who would create servers for the GTA RP. Bro, there were people who were making money from having servers because they would be like, "Oh, you want to join my
Wow.
server? You got to pay me this." There was a freaking guy who I think the entry
Wow.
I think the entry to his server, if I'm not mistaken, I might have to like check this, was $50,000 just to be a part of his server. It was either that or that's what he was making a month. Like that's what it was. Just to be in his server, just to be able to say, I'm gonna go on here and fucking do whatever for 6 hours of my day. Bro, it was crazy. And yet people want to
I have
talk shit
no
about video games.
words. Wow. I have no words. Wow.
Bro, it's crazy. It's wild.
That is wild. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like why is my dog barking? Sorry guys if you hear my dog barking.
Oh, hello, doggo.
Yeah. I don't know why he's barking. He's bugging out. What is he doing? Oh, that's why. He's like trying to. So my dog's annoying because when he hears other people or like he doesn't get attention, then he's like, "Give me attention." I'm like, "Bro, you better relax."
Oh, time to come on the pod one time.
I
Just sit
will.
there and bark.
I'll have to bring him on one time.
Every so often, yeah.
I'll have to bring him on.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, bro. Like it's fucking unreal to see like where certain games are going. Oh, and that's the thing. GTA 6 has been announced, and the official trailer comes out tomorrow. So
Oh,
like
I can't wait to actually see that.
bro, the internet is going to break tomorrow when they see, because the other thing a lot of people don't know is, which is really crazy, Rockstar, who's the company who makes GTA, they are so strict on like releasing images, releasing news, letting things
Yeah.
leak. They're so strict that all their employees have to sign NDAs.
I was just gonna say, I bet you any money there'll be something like that in play
They
because they want
literally
to keep
all,
it
yep,
so like tight. Yeah. And to be
bro.
fair, I would do the exact
I
same thing. If I knew it's gonna be like that, hell yeah.
Bro,
I would do
what?
the same thing.
Hell yeah. Cause bro, I know for a fact that all you sons of bitches gonna buy my game. Like, it's
Yep.
crazy. Like, it's to the point
Yep.
where it's like, a guy could be working there, he can't even tell his own son about it, and his son could be like a massive
Yeah.
GTA fan. Like, they are not allowed to tell anyone, bro. It's crazy. That's why it's funny when you see these reports of like, oh, this got leaked or that got leaked, and it's like, did it though? Like, like
Mm.
really? Like, it's so weird though. But oof, GTA 6 is, and the only thing I keep thinking about is like, yo, bro, this is what GTA 5 was able to do from 10
Yeah.
years ago, bro.
Yeah.
Technology, consoles, computers keeps getting crazier. I can't even imagine
Yeah.
what for the next, at least, of course, for the next at least 5 years, what GTA 6 is gonna do. Like, I can't
I hear
even
that.
fucking picture it, bro. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be wild. Like, oh my god, dude. This game is gonna make so much money, bro. So
Mm.
much money. It's gonna be wild. Oh, I'm so excited though. God, I'm so excited to see this shit, bro.
Oh, we can tell.
I'm so fucking excited, bro. And mind you, I played GTA 5 because I actually like the storyline. I like doing things, but I don't know, man. With this new one coming out, I might really dip my toe in the online and what I can do and
Mm.
really look into it because it's such a crazy community. Like, it's wild. It's so fucking crazy, bro. It's insane. It's so insane.
To be fair, you kind of got me wanting to have a little look at it now.
Let's
But
go,
I don't have
Sony.
a console. And I don't honestly say that because I used to love playing GTA back in the day.
Oh yeah, GTA
And it was
3.
so much. Mm, it was so much fun, and like me and my sister really got into it. And then it was just, but obviously this is when like we had time
Of
to do
course, yeah.
stuff,
That's the other thing too.
and
Yeah.
we're not too busy adulting. But yeah, it just because as soon as I saw it on social media, I'm like, no
Yup.
freaking way.
Yup.
And then yeah, but it does it worry me. Does it worry me going out to go buy a console to go play it? Probably not.
That's kind of the other thing too, is that you're always
Yeah.
gonna be like me, like I love video games. So like I haven't really been
Mm.
playing lately, but that's because I've been kind of looking into how I'm gonna like go like forward with streaming and stuff, because I'm gonna go back to streaming. I'm gonna go back to uploading on like my other YouTube channel, things like that.
Oh, amazing.
But I'm kind of thinking of this idea, which I'd love to get your opinion on, and then of course
Okay. I won't
the audience.
just my second piece of chocolate.
uh,
Wait.
so I always love playing story mode games. Like that's one of my favorite categories because I love it. Like for me, playing a video game with an amazing story is like playing a movie. That's how I see it. So if you love movies like I do, it's like, bro, it's like I get to play my own movie. Like, I'm choosing my own actions. Like I'm doing my own story in a sense. Like that's how I see it. So I'm thinking about it just because I think it'd be one, I think it's funny. Two, I think the name is clever. So there, like, I remember before there was there's this thing called walkthroughs. So it's literally just saying like, oh, this is a walkthrough of a game. So you're just watching a video.
Yeah.
They're just playing through the storyline. You're walking through the story. That's pretty much how it is.
Yeah.
And then I had came up with like a series called Couch Throughs, which is so stupid. But the whole point of it was because I'm sitting on a couch. That's why I'm, and I'm playing through the story mode. So that's just what it is. But I thought of a new one, which I think is way more relevant. And I want to hear what you think. Obviously, as we all know, sheer and shiny are my favorite nylons. That's just always the truth of it. So I'm thinking, because I'm like, I always love to play word games. So stupid. I'm going to make a series on my YouTube, but I'll be streaming it on Twitch because I am actually going to go back to Twitch. I'm actually really excited about that. And it's going to be called, it'll be the name of the game at the end of it, but the whole purpose is Chuckzz Sees Through. Because
yes, okay, yeah, got it.
Because of course I wear sheer and shiny nylons. They're see-through. Obviously, when I stream, I wear nylons. I mean, I wear nylons every day. So it's like, obviously, because I wear see-through ones, but I'm also seeing through the story.
You know what? I have an idea to your idea.
Oh, here we go.
So I don't know how it work. I don't know the whole thing. Let me just throw it out there.
Let's hear it. Yes, please.
Roll with me. Do you know what'd be really cool?
Yeah.
However you do, okay. Oh, but this normally is like a live stream. Okay, pretend it's not a live stream at the moment, right? Because it's not a live stream in my head. But imagine if you could do it where we're in front of. So just say if your camera's going to be here and you're game playing through your camera lens, you've got a sheer pair here, and it's kind of like so the whole. So then it's like adding that extra little layer. Get my joke. But do you know what I mean? It's that whole thing of like you're actually seeing through the nylons, whatever you're wearing. So it could be something like a quick shot of that to be like, that's what you're seeing through. And then that, for instance, that could be the pair that you're wearing that day.
Interesting.
I don't know.
No, yeah, that would be interesting. I'm just trying to figure out
it's a concept.
No, yeah, like that would be interesting just because then that'd be involving nylons even more, which would be pretty funny and interesting. But two, it's like, how would it look through it, like the image? Because realistically, if I had a better quality camera, if you look through bro, with the human eye, you can easily look through like a 5 denier pair of nylons very easily. Like it's very thin, so it would be interesting because then it's like, oh my god, the way I'm picturing it, it's like if you're looking outside and it's raining and the glass has the rain droplets on it. So you're looking through a window through rain in a sense. So I'm thinking that would be interesting because then that means you'd be watching gameplay through the gradient of nylons. But then that means, like, would you really notice the detail of the nylons, and would it give a detail to the image? Like, that's what makes you think now. Like, that is interesting.
This is it, yeah. And this is the thing, because then in my head, my concept was, like, for instance, okay, so just say if you're watching a YouTube video, right? And you know people got like an intro.
Yeah.
And have that quick second intro. It could literally be like, that's your intro. So okay, so maybe not a different pair of nylons each time. It could just be the one pair that you stick with. But it could be that quick thing to be like, that's like how you said with the glass, like the glass pane with the raindrops. You can have that quick sort of, your focus is your screen coming into the focus of the tights, or whichever nylons you're going to go with, and then it focuses out, and then boom, then you can start live gameplay.
Yeah. But also,
so
that's
it could be an intro video.
No, exactly. So, but that's the thing too. When I'm streaming, I would be streaming. So, like, let's say, for example, what's a game like Assassin's Creed? Like I say, realistically, what I'm going to be doing is I would be streaming the main storyline stuff. So, of course, like playing chapter 1, playing chapter 2, playing chapter 3. But then let's say I can get through chapters 1 and 2 in like 45 minutes. I would then take my stream. I would then cut it to like right where I'm beginning the story to then right where I'm ending my stream, or right before I'm ending the stream. Edit that, and then I would post that, because realistically, let's say I stream for 4 to 5 hours and I complete 6 chapters, let's just say. I could then realistically just put up 3 videos on YouTube, chapter 1 and 2, chapter 3 and 4, chapter 5 and 6, and then just separate them on my YouTube channel. So instead of watching a 4 to 5 hour stream, you're now really just watching a 1 to 2 hour one video of like, oh, this is part 1, this is part 2, which is what I want to do, which is the most like basic thing you should do. But I always want to, I actually really like intros, because I feel like it makes it very personal. So I could do a quick, easy intro for the YouTube video upload, just being like, hey guys, you know, like, welcome back to the channel. Watch, we're seeing through, of course, like, we're seeing through this one, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, like you said, I can maybe somehow incorporate like the nylons like that. Like, even if it's to make it like a funny joke, to be like, oh, we're seeing through Assassin's Creed Odyssey, whatever. And be like, oh, I wonder how it sees through a pair of nylons. And then just have a quick image of like what it would look like that. And then it's like, goes back to the intro, finish the intro, and then the game starts. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'll be a different layer you could put on it.
Oh no, yeah.
To be fair,
for sure. That's definitely for sure. That's interesting to me, because then realistically, if you think about it, that's just you watching a video with a filter. If it's another way I'm thinking, you know what I mean? But just to be like, yo, how does it look? You never know. You never know, bro.
It could work.
You never.
It could be absolute. It could be an absolute fail. Who knows?
This is true. You never know until you try.
Exactly.
You never know until you try.
Exactly.
But yeah, guys, I'm actually really excited, because I'm really hyped to like go back to streaming and really like streaming. I'm also going to be streaming Fortnite. Like, there's going to be other random games that I want to stream. But there's a lot of games with great stories that I've never really played over the years. So I also want to go back and play those older games to then give my initial reaction, because, you know, because realistically, there's always like, I've never truly played The Last of Us. That's a huge one, because the show is massive.
Oh yeah.
The actual game and story is unbelievable, and there is Last of Us 1 and 2. So because I've never truly played Last of Us, even though I know about it, it's still playing through the game. You get my initial reactions, just things like that, which I think would still be a lot of fun. Naturally, like, I think it would still be great, and you'll still have people who will either, well, I already played this game. Oh, but he's never played it. Let's see what he thinks. So that's kind of what I'm always going with, you know? And then, of course, I want to play multiplayer games because I love playing with other people. So, of course, if anyone wants to play Fortnite, if anyone wanted to play a different type of game that would come out, I forgot the name of it, but there's this other game coming out which actually looks really fucking cool. It's such an easy concept, but you're literally playing like an army toy soldier, and like the map is like a bedroom. So it's like, so pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much picture it like this. You're playing like an army man from Toy Story, and you're playing in like Andy's bedroom or some shit like that. Like, that'd be dope.
I was literally picturing that.
So it looks really cool. I don't know exactly when it comes out, but it does look very cool. But like something like that, bro. Like, I love to be able to play games with other people. I
Yeah.
was very, very big into FIFA, and I was thinking about going back into like EAFC, but the grind for that is so hard. Like it's one of those games
Mm.
where if you don't spend money on it, you really, really
Yeah.
got to grind it. And I don't want to devote my time to that because I want to be able to devote my time to multiple games, trying other different games.
Yeah.
Granted, down the line, maybe I'll do like a thing where it's like, oh, FIFA Fridays or EAFC Fridays, whatever, something silly like that. But I want to be able to say like I'm playing different games. I fucking have ADHD. My mind jumps
Mm.
everywhere. Like I'd rather do it like that. So,
Yeah.
but
I
I'm
get you.
very excited. But I'm gonna start that coming the new year. So in like a month, in like a little over a month, I'll be
Okay.
starting again. So I'm very excited.
Well, same here now. Yeah. You
Every
got
once in
me like,
every once in a while,
okay,
Sony's gonna
let me
jump in and be
see.
like, "What we doing?"
Yeah. How's it going?
What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Actually, no, I was gonna say, guys, you
Sounds
know
like
what? We,
fun.
we can end it here for today. It was a nice little episode for today. We talked about some things, which was really, really good. And yeah, man, I'm excited for the future, bro. And also,
Yeah.
me and Sony have been talking about some stuff for the podcast. We're very excited, guys. We starting the new
Yeah.
year. It's literally gonna be season 2. Because I think it'd be cool
Wow.
if we kind of have it as like every year it's a new season. Obviously, we only had just started in like June or whatever, but that's okay. Usually, if you think about it, a lot of shows only really start with like 10 to 12 episodes, like 7
Oh, yeah,
episodes
that's
per
true.
season, and then they just start increasing them
Yeah.
as it goes on. So,
That's very true.
so yeah, guys, season 2 of Sheer Thoughts podcast will be coming 2024. We're definitely thinking of some ideas, definitely thinking of other things that we want to do. Definitely thinking of some upgrades for the podcast. So stay tuned for that. But
Yep.
yeah, man, me and Sony are very excited for the direction that we're going in for the podcast, and we're really happy for the growth. If everything goes, I think we might finish off the year with the projection. We might actually finish off the year with either almost 200 followers on Instagram, almost 200 subs on YouTube, and almost 2,500 downloads on like downloads
Wow.
in general. So yeah, bro, it's you guys are absolutely amazing, bro. It's unbelievable to think like where we started, where we are now, and
Yeah.
where we're gonna be because of you guys. So it's unbelievable, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. Actually, it's immense growth for the. We can't even say first year because, like how you said, we started off in June,
Yeah, bro,
so
like
it's kind of
it's
like for
wild.
half the year. It's actually been really incredible.
It's been super dope, man. And I'm really excited for next year because oh man, if you think about it, like we have a lot of things for
Mhm.
next year, like especially starting from the year, we will obviously gonna have like a Valentine's Day episode. We'll do because my whole thing is because I'm very big on setting up streams. I'm very big on setting up setups or whatever that like oh man, like I have some ideas to like make like I like obviously for you, Sony, it's obviously more difficult to set up a podcast thing
Mm.
anywhere. But for me, not so much because I can have the resources to do whatever I need to. That I'm excited to bring stuff or some ideas that I have for the podcast, but that you'll also enjoy it too because you get to be on here experiencing it as
Okay.
well. So, like at some point next year, bro,
Okay.
I will definitely be doing an episode where I'm recording and I'm going to be outside. That's for sure.
Oh
So I'm
yes,
very
yeah,
excited
yeah,
about that. And but of course, guys, I'm helping Sony with a lot of things too. So I can easily help her figure something out too. So maybe we could do something like that in the future, which
yeah. Yes.
would be really
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That'd be awesome, bro. I can't wait, dude.
yeah.
I'm so excited, and especially for like a lot of like themed episodes we want to do. Oh man, Sony and I have
Yeah.
been bouncing each other's ideas like all day, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Honestly.
It's gonna be so
But yeah,
sick. It's gonna be so sick. But
yeah.
guys,
We're looking to
obviously,
2020.
oh my god, yes, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, since this is the end right here, I just did want to say before we end the episode, happy December. We're officially in December. It's the last month of the year. We're gonna finish out the year strong. I hope all of you guys finish off the year strong. And guys, one thing keep in mind, man. It's always I feel like a lot of people tend to take December to obviously reflect on how their year went, bro. Whether you had a good year, whether you had a bad year, whether you had a stressful year, whether you had a positive year. Always remember one thing, guys. This is one way I like to see it. A new year is coming. You can either leave it as a fresh start, new beginnings, or you can use it as what I started this in whatever time of last year. Now it's time to keep pushing forward even harder. That's always
Yeah.
how I see it. So just always keep that in mind, guys. Always. All right. But
Mm.
guys, we'll see you guys next week. Much love as always.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
God bless to all of you guys, and y'all take care, guys. Have a good one.